Chapter 8 F and F dot exemptions. Enter all data dot special permits numbers that the company has in effect. Enter expired dot special permit numbers only when they're pertinent to report. The principal office entry is usually only when the parent office is located somewhere else, usually an inspection investigation of the site. When the investigation of the location is in the principal office, leave the section blank. Principal office contact whenever the possibility, ask your name of the person in principal office that they should contact and information. The tax ID number. Always try to obtain the tax ID number of the company inspected. Interviews, investigators, and page. List name, titles, organization. Each page is participated in the inspection, i.e. in page John Doe, President, XYZ Incorporated. Click on the add button. You repeat the process as many names as you need to enter. Below the person interviewed block, you will find two places of the investigator information, inspection 1 and inspection 2. The primary investigator will always be the enlisted INSP1, and if the second investigator there is a number, second investigator, add their name as an INSP2. Select the name of the drop-down list and result in the auto-populate. If there is not a person participating in the inspection and investigation, list their names in summary action or summary section of your report. Select the result action agreed upon in your supervisor during preliminary discussions. The supervisor retains the right to change the action after reviewing the final report of the supporting evidence. Attributes page A. Carriers used. Check the box of air, water, rail, highway for each model of transportation used. Check as many boxes as possible. Boxes are applicable. Additional company. The list should provide informational from the inspected entity. The choices hazard mat offered and under the terms of expectations. A special permit, foreign carrier, small business, greater than 10 employees, packaging manufacturers, not a specified code member, priority active when the entity is listed on the priority inspection list. See reinspection joint activity. The left column offers a selection of the reinspection joint inspection of the complaint. Select that any that apply. The right column, prior case ticket and joint inspection agency organization. If you select the reinspection of the prior column, you must enter the prior case of the ticket number in the area provided. If you select the joint inspection, it must be agency or organization participated in the inspection. A. The summary page. The summary inspection tells the general summary to orient the reader. There is an executive summary of the report. The reader should get a general idea of what he report is about all when during the inspection and investigation. The following is an example of what might go in this field. You have 8,000 characters or approximately 20 pages to write, so write as much as you need. On date blank, hazardous material enforcement specialist name blank conducted a compliance inspection of company name and address. Mrs. and Mrs. Dame represented company and provided documentation explaining what the company does. Example: ABC Resin Company is a EX shipper, retester, manufacturer hazardous materials, manufacturer of hazardous materials packagings, etc. They all shipped in hazardous materials classified by 3.8 and etc. and 3.5 and 3.8, 3.8 and etc. 5, 35, 55 gallon drums in the IBC etc. And the packaging is obtained blank by ABC Resin Company makes approximately number hazardous material shipments weekly, month and year. Probably violations noted during the inspection were discussed with Mrs. and Mrs. Blank during the exiting briefing. Exhibit 1 violations concern X shipping papers, non-UN packaging, retest, etc. And corrective action was received. Exhibit XX date from the MS from Mrs. and Mrs. Blank addressing the probable violations. B. The internal inspection investigation. The page is intended to communicate anything in the inspection and investigation that you do not want to print. Final report, advisory information, future investigation, i.e. the building is not visible from the main road. Turn down the street and go 150 yards. You will see the driveway packaging and testing page. The packaging and testing page is self-explanatory. The data and request is information describing the packaging purchase. You will have mostly information you need to complete this page at the time of purchase of your package. You, however, can certainly go back to finish your data entry. You receive the package to the test point report. The following explanations of the package testing program is contained in the chapter 12 of the manual. Product testing page. To the product testing page is nearly identical to the package testing page. The data you will need to complete entries on the page you will know only at the time of the purchase of the product. Once again, the certain go back and complete the data entry and receive the product testing report. The product testing report is described in detail in Chapter 11 of this manual. Violations pages, violation numbers. When this entry will populate and a sequence numbers listing order of violations within reports. Chapter 49 of the Code Federal Regulations section. The enter the specific section covering the violation reported, for example, 172.202 and 171.2. Enter one section number per space, providing the maximum 5 section number. Number discovered. Enter the name, number of the times the violation repeated must be supported in evidence. Asterisk indicates the violation, process violation. The process violation are usually associated with packaging, manufacturing. Indicates the violation occurs repeated and result in error manufacturing process. 4 is to enter and subjective high, medium, low, drop down and communicate your opinion. However, serve the violation was referenced in the total operation. 5, the exhibit, the specific exhibit numbers being supported to the violation. Citation, every citation of the violation may be reported. Example, officer, hazardous material transportation, unauthorized non-standard packaging, and the violation of Code 49 of the Code Federal Regulation Registry of 173.150 and 17.2. Evidence summary. When a detailed narrative description of the violation includes references supporting exhibit, i.e. the drum was rusted and see the photography existed. Initial and leads and page. In addition to leads into page, intends that permit on the investigator committee a lead that observed obtain the other investigator. However, the page was rarely, if ever, used. PHMSA finds the use of other forms of communication more effective. AHMS-OHME page. A page distantly automate populate information subject your report other than parts of HMIS information includes the approval of special permits and prior enforcement history. Narrative page. The narrative page is usually multiple purposes in addition to spaces to write information whether your report in which not find that other fit in other areas of the report. For example, special investigations use pages that describe the manufacturing process, cylinders, and explosive. You may choose to use this section of written evaluation of corrective action submitted. Exhibit page. The exhibit page shall be identified witnesses, evidence, and other documents submitted with your enforcement report. The documents are facts and witnesses can be testified to describe the violations. Documentary evidence may consist of bills of landing, freight bills, invoice, production reports, test records which are obtained to the company files, copies, general reports and files and statements, and witness submits originals available, legible photocopies, documents, preparing enforcement reports. The copies should be carefully prepared, should be completed, including a notation of remarks, and do not make any notes and entries on the face of the copy. If the copy cannot be reproduced and legally, either be additional and copied for touching up or illegal portions prepared for a handwritten copy or making a photograph or documents or obtained during the investigation or scanned in the system imported into the report. Photographs are usually digital and imported directly into the report. However, if they are conventionally photographed, you may send it import into the report when each page of the document submitted in evidence identified the following information: us.u.s.PHMSA or the OHME, the report number, the exhibit number, page, and of page. Some regions have stamps for purpose other than labels printed in Microsoft Word. The exhibits page is divided in three parts. The provider exhibits information, digital picture information selection provider. In the section you are asked to support the sources. You must be asked the name of the company, city, state, first name, middle initial, last name, your job title, and person providing the exhibit to you. The file will remain unpopulated. You make the change is so to do so it is as good as to the group exhibit you by where you obtained. Is the section of the exhibit number you are assigned to exhibit. You enter the exhibit style. You select a regular size image, legal size image, digital picture image orientation of the scanned image, portrait, landscape image, file name, and as limit, the meeting misleading. Click on the browse button, select the file for your important as an exhibit. A description of the tells readers of what the exhibit. They should be the brief in general as I.e. in the ocean bill of lading dated of July 12, 2006 on the Americas lines. Detailed picture of information. The section is intended to identify the photographs. Leaves the sections blank. The importing documents. The information required is camera type, location, and date, city. State whether the photo was taken and the name of the photograph. Remember this. Click on the save button after you have filled out all of the blocks. Reported on the process of each exhibit. System comply exhibits on the bottom of the page. Document the link. Know all that you have entered on the system of that final report that you will allow to view the report draft in a manner that it will print. There are two choices where you can view your report with or without exhibits. Submit your report page. On the page you submit your report, supervisor clicks the supervising button on it. You can unsubmit the report on the same page. You may also make notes on supervisor in the space provided. The space system actually emails your supervisor your report already and includes any notes that you have entered. The following reports are considered supplemental reports and sublimited exhibits, inspection investigation reports.